Just getting this shared out here to everyone. Brandon Cuevas, what is up, sir? Welcome to the show. Like I said, I'm just getting it shared out to everyone here now. That way we can get this show on the road here. Giving people a few minutes here to get in at the same time as I'm sharing this out. Got a whole lot of action coming tonight and seeing people making their way in there. Welcome Mark, welcome Jack Bayou. And Minerva, welcome as well. So got a huge card for everyone today. Again, more breaking down, getting ready for that event. Of course, as I mentioned, don't have the exact date, middle of January. No, I should not be muted. Can you guys hear me? All right, Brandon says you hear me. Thank you very much, Brandon. I was double checking my settings there just to make sure. Because I shouldn't be muted, but you never know with equipment nowadays. Anything could be happening. Ah, there we go, Mark. All right, that explains it. Had me worried there for a minute. Thank you, Shulky. Like I said, we got a huge card here today. Going to kind of go through this here a little bit. Opening bout, as I've mentioned before, the tag team division will be kicking off running here. Doing good, Mark. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Our opening bout today is two new teams making their debuts as Judgment Time. Of course, been around a couple different companies. A team of Judgment and Vernon Quinn will be taking on another team known around in Shamrock and Shenanigans. You know, Sean Shamrock and Rob A. Machette. And then we go to our the next stage of our men's title chase. We saw two people qualify last week. So this week, our first bout to qualify in will be a ladder match featuring Colt Matthews, Brandon Ace, Ronnie Brown, Ichiro Tajiri, Mark Caliber, and Mr. U-Taker to see which one of these men will get their spot in the chamber at Caged Fury. And then we move on to a huge debut match. As I said, we've had a lot of people coming in to the point that the women's wrestling has been capped off. Now, joining the roster now is going to be Missy Canuck, Faith, and Neverending Legs. They'll be on one team against the debuting Shulky, and then a debuting tag team as well, consisting of Mrs. U-Taker and Goddess of Pain, the Vixens of Pain. And then we go on to our next title chase event to see who will take that fourth spot in the chamber. It will be a one fall to a finish Extreme Rules match featuring Jake Bagwell, Dustin Murray, Alex Caliber, Hollenhund, Bastige, and Terrell the Truth Johnson. Then we get on to our last women's debut match as Amber Young will be making her Sacrifice debut, taking on Missy Nightwalker. And then we get to a little interesting match here. At Caged Fury, these 6 women will be stepping into the Elimination Chamber to crown our first ever Sacrifice Women's Champion in the digital age. But tonight, they have to work together, as Mad Cow teams with Melody Divine and Jerica Page to face off against Jenna Rage, Cassie Madam Red, and Kali Travoske, and I probably just butchered that again, in our main event tonight. This match has been brewing for a little bit, as folks will remember from the locker room. Frozen Rage has put the challenge out there if anyone can retire him. Now, we had a couple of big events, accumulating a ladder match to see who got that contract to face Rage in that career-ending match, which was won by Chance Nightwalker. So tonight, in our main event, one-on-one, Frozen Rage's career will be on the line as he faces off against Chance Nightwalker. So it should be a hell of a show. I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado, I do see Mr. and Mrs. Utaker. Welcome to the show as well. Glad to have you guys here. And on that note, as I've been saying, I think I got everyone. If I've missed you in the chat, say something. I do apologize. But it's time to get this fucking show on the road. Again, as this is loading, said Shamrock and Shenanigans versus Judgment Time. Who do you guys got out in the chat? Brandon Ace. Welcome to the show. Caleb, welcome to the show as well. We got Mark Caliber going with Shamrock and Shenanigans, while Jack Bayou going with Judgment Time. Yeah, you do have the night off tonight here, Caleb. I said a lot of this is now setting the stage for our first major show here. So it'll be Caged Fury, middle of the month. Middle of January, good way to kick off the new year. Now, just because some of you guys have the night off, though, the tag team division is going to be heating up. Get a partner. Get a hold of me. Brandon there going with Judgment Time. Welcome to the show, Olmar Wolf. So as the old saying goes from the movies, here we go. Oh, and I guess I still have entrances turned off. My bad, fellas. Right away, Sean taking down Judgment with that quick knee drop. Drives him forehead first into the mat here. Now sends Judgment right over into the Shamrock and Shenanigans corner and catches him with a fast drop kick. The Psycho Sicko on a rampage. Now right away the Judgment, quick jab and a wheel kick there to take him down. Now stomping, going for that chin lock, trying to get a submission, but Shamrock's way too close to the ropes. Slips his way out and just showing off some of the power here with that military press, and drives him right into an uppercut. Now Sean going for a submission on, but again, Judgment too close to the ropes. These guys really should look at their ring positioning while Judgment counters out with that quick kick. Send Shamrock over to Judgment Time's corner. Oh, but Shamrock fights his way right back out, but Judgment sends him over to the floor this time, still trying to keep him on their side of the ring. And meanwhile, Vernon Quinn takes him down from the floor. Little cheap shot there, but all's legal in love and war. Now Judgment taking over on Sean. So he's going to try and take him over to that steel barricade. Sean's not having it. Counters out with some sharp elbows to the breadbasket. Went for the kick, but Judge slid out of the way and caught him with a forearm, and now following up with some punches. But Sean ducks out of the way, hits a jab. Judgment moves himself. These two guys are just more interested in beating each other up than actually getting in and winning the match, it looks like. But now Judgment with that quick, hard head smash to the apron. Can he keep the advantage on him here? Now he rolls Shamrock in. What's he going to do with him, though? Forearm right across the chest and a boot to the side of the head. Now Judgment staying on him, not making sure that Sean can't get over and get his partner in here. And there's that DDT in for the cover. But right away, Shamrock got out of there. Could have been that he got to the ropes for the break right away. It was really close either way on that. Now Judgment, though, follows up, shoulder block into the corner. Now putting the boots to him and brings him out with the alley-oop. So we'll see what Judgment has in store now, going to work on the leg. A little bit of a different game plan here. See what Judgment can do with that. Almost like he's trying to make sure that even if Sean escapes him, that he can't get over to make that tag. Now, got him in the corner, tagging to Vernon here. Are we going to see some tandem offense? It looks like. Judge has him up. Rolling the dice right there, in for the cover. One, and right away, Machete in there to break it up. But Judgment's going to make him pay for it as Vernon goes in for another cover. One. Now, only a 2 count this time. But the biggest story is Judgment took out Machete. So now, in this case, Shamrock's finally gotten an advantage, but he can't get a tag out. Now Vernon with that quick forearm shot into a Hurricane Rana to take him over. So what are we going to see here? Looks like he's getting on the apron, going to set up for some sort of springboard offense. Waiting for him to get up. No, he decided it was too far away. Goes for a waist lock from behind, but Shamrock counters out. But Vernon again comes right back with that rolling neck breaker. Looks like he's going to try it again. He's motioning for him to get up. Roll through it. And he headbutted him in the ass. What the fuck? Now Vernon trying to get the advantage back with that jawbreaker and a hard clothesline, but he headbutted him in the ass. You know, now following up with that leg drop, I'm still kind of mystified by that move. Hard shot to the back, but it looks like that might have woke up Shamrock, and it did as he takes down Quinn with a hard clothesline. Now pulling Quinn to the middle of the ring and grabbing him by the head. Picks up and tosses him over to the Judgment Time corner. He should be worried about making his own tag here. Not sure what the Psycho has going on in his head. I mean, we already know there's a couple of screws loose. You know, as now Vernon Quinn starting to come back. Kick to the gut and chop across the chest. Now sends Shamrock face first into that apron. Now back into the ring. Going to follow it up here. And again, Shamrock not able to make the tag. That's been the biggest story of this match so far, has just been that isolation by Judgment Time. As they've just been dissecting Shamrock here. And again, now going to the other arm. Very methodical pace. It's a tag team wrestling one-on-one, though. You cut the ring off. Don't let him get a tag in. Now Vernon going to work on the legs there. Again, same thing as Judgment, trying to make sure that even if Shamrock gets away, it's going to be that much harder for him to make a tag. You know, but he comes up with swinging with that right hand. And he's going to try and end the match here. He's got him hooked. Got him up and drilled him with that pot of gold DDT. Now he's pulling Vernon over to Shamrock and Shenanigans' corner, in for the cover. But Vernon able to get that foot under the rope. But it looks like he's going to measure him again here. Got the head hooked. He's got Quinn up, and a second pot of gold DDT. Make sure he's away from the ropes, in for the cover, leg hooked. 1, 2, and Quinn kicks out at 2. Now Shamrock trying to get into the feel of this here. Quick clothesline, make it a pair. ducks under Quinn, and nice snap power slam. Now stomp right to the ribs. Looks like he's going to go for that camel clutch. Got the head pulled back. Can Vernon hold on? He's too far away from the ropes. So either fight out or tap out. And looks like Quinn's trying to pull the fingers apart, and he does. Slides out from underneath. Trips Shawn on the way out. Now he's got the head hooked. Got him up. Powerbomb into a cradle. One. And really quick machete in there to break it up. And he's going to pay for it. Judgment has him up, electric chair into a face buster. Meanwhile, Quinn going right back to that arm. Again, there were many chances right in that last flurry that Shawn should have made the tag. Now he's fighting back out, and he's got the advantage. He's got him up, and a third pot of gold. That could do it. You know, in for the cover. 1, 2, and Judgment in to make the save. You know, no one to watch Shamrock's back because Machete's on the floor. Vernon Quinn's been in there a long time, but Shamrock has been in for the entire match so far for his team. Now Quinn off the ropes, went for that enziguri, but Shamrock got out of the way. Just standoff between the two men, counter for counter here. But there you go, Shamrock with that quick drop kick into the corner. And now trying to make sure Vernon can't get over and make a tag himself. Vernon, however, counters Shamrock. You know, maybe Shamrock's missing some of these because he's still got his damn glasses on in the fucking ring. Meanwhile, Vernon with that Hurricane Rana takeover. Looks like he's going for a submission hold here, working the shoulders. Both here on Shamrock. Can Shamrock hang on, or will this be it? And Shamrock counters out. And Quinn meets him with that quick jawbreaker and went for another enziguri, but again got countered. Pop-up fastball. And now finally Shamrock makes the tag to Machete. But in the meantime, they let Judgment make the tag, who comes across with that quick clothesline. Takes Machete down, but Machete ducks under the second one. Scoops up Judgment right into that slam. Now it looks like Machete's going to take it high risk here. And a diving headbutt right to the shoulder in the heart of Judgment. Now in for the cover. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count there. Machete almost got in there and made short work of this. Now Judgment counters with that double leg. Pulls Machete back up, forearm to the face. Now he's got his head hooked into that Rainmaker DDT. Oh, now he's measuring him. He's got him up on the shoulders. Head hooked. Spins him around right into that Michinoku driver. In for a cover. 1, 2, and Machete kicks out. Now Judgment trying to show off a little bit for the fans here. See if he can get some fellas' phone numbers. Now Judgment, though, takes down Machete with a clothesline. Make it a pair. Off the ropes. Spinning heel kick. Bust Machete wide open there. Now Judgment, spinning wheel kick. You know, trying to keep the pressure on. Sends Machete over to the Judgment Time corner. Now here comes the tag for some more tandem offense. Got him exposed. Quinn with a hard shot to the ribs. Spins Machete around, throws him into the corner. And what do we got here? Vernon Quinn setting Machete up on the turnbuckles. And oh my goodness. What in the hell? But now that he's got the advantage, he's not following through with it, just kind of admiring his work. Let him up and went for that punch and missed. This could be an opening. See right here now, Vernon Quinn slides under, kick to the back of the knee. Sends Machete into the corner. Machete had the advantage, and he might have gave it away there. Looks like Shawn's trying to get a hold of the referee and distract him. What does Vernon Quinn have in mind? Up to the top rope with him. Holy shit, Spanish fly from the top. Now Quinn follows up with a leg drop. Should be going for the cover right here. Instead, he's going to, taunt for the crowd. And that cost him. An amazing move like that Spanish Fly, and he went to show off to the crowd more. He should have went for the cover right away. Now Machete with clothesline. Presses Quinn over his head and just drops him. Coming off the ropes, near side, far side, into the big splash across the spine. Now setting him up, but no, Quinn reverses. Floats behind into that reverse DDT. Follows up, knee drop to the face, right on that cut there, trying to keep that wound open more. And now he's got that arm grapevine, going for the other one. He's got middle of the ring, nowhere for Machete to go. Will this be enough? And no, Machete rolls out. Right back to work on Quinn, sends him over to the Shamrock and Shenanigans corner. But Quinn fighting his way back out, boot to the face, follows it up with a hard shot. Now sends him over to the neutral corner. Can he follow up? No, because Machete's getting out. Quinn had his best chance when he hit that Spanish Fly. Now, oh my goodness, right into a somersault pile driver, in for the cover. One, and Judgment in there just as the ref was hitting two. But now both Judgment and Shamrock are down. So what do we have here? Machete picks him up, that driver right to the side. Welcome to the show, Zerk. You're in the first match. Quinn with that really elevated drop kick there. Nice counter out. Now picking Machete up by the head. Driver right to the back, almost a reverse DDT. Welcome to the show, Bastige. Meanwhile, Vernon Quinn up on the top. He's waiting for Machete to get up. And oh, Machete caught him and just drilled him right in the mouth. Judgment still on the floor. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners via pinfall, Shamrocks and Shenanigans. Hell of a match by all four gentlemen in here, but, great way to make a debut. But Shamrock and Shenanigans coming away with the W here, making a statement. As I mentioned, the tag tournament will be commencing before long. So if you are not part of a tag team and you want to be involved, find a partner, get a hold of me. And yes, you did, Minerva. You did call that correct. And I did see what you guys were talking about with Judgment's hair. He came to me when he signed and said he wanted to do something a little different here. A little bit of a different appearance, so that's what he came up with. But again, ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Shooter Sean Shamrock, Rob Machete, Shamrock, and Shenanigans. Speaking of which, welcome to the show, Shooter Sean. As we are getting ready for our next bout here. Like I said, this is a ladder match. The winner of this match will join the other two gentlemen from last week in the Elimination Chamber. We got Ronnie Brown, Brandon Ace, Colt Matthews, Ichiro Tajiri, Mark Caliber, and Mr. U-Taker. Who do you guys got out there in the chat? The guy with the blue hair, Brandon Ace, that is Ichiro Tajiri, one of the sexy nerds. And Mighty Minerva going for Ichiro there. Brandon Cuevas split between Mark Caliber and Mr. U-Taker. Of course, Mrs. U-Taker is going for Mr. U-Taker in this. And I forgot to fix the damn entrances. Shooter Sean going for Mark Caliber as well. So here we go, guys. Right away, action fast and furious is Brandon Ace going right after Colt Matthews. Meanwhile, Mr. Utaker and Mark Caliber fighting on the floor, while Ronnie Brown and Tajiri going at it. Who is going to join Adam Guerin and War in the chamber? And oh, Colt taking face first into the steps. Meanwhile, Mark Caliber with that swinging reverse neck breaker right on Mr. Utaker on the floor. Ronnie Brown with a swing blade on Ichiro. You know, Mark and Mr. Utaker just battling back and forth here. Looks like Mark finally got the upper hand a little bit there, but he's going right back to Mr. Utaker. Probably figures he doesn't have enough damage done. All 6 of these men, no one really interested in the ladder yet. All just more content with just beating on and softening each other up. And Brandon Ace with the pump handle face driver on Colt Matthews. Looks like Ronnie Brown's going up to the top. And oh my goodness, Mark Caliber sends Mr. Utaker ribs first into the ring post. You know, Mark Caliber got back in and Ronnie Brown tried to meet him, but Ichiro cut him off. Now Ichiro sending Ronnie Brown to the floor and turns his attention to Mr. Utaker. Ronnie Brown caught himself on the apron, now back in the action himself. Where's he going to go? Oh, he went back outside, going after Mark now. Meanwhile, Brandon Ace and Colt Matthews still just teeing off on each other on the floor. Now Ronnie Brown over to break that up as he quick shot onto Colt Matthews. Picks him up, brings him to the steps. Face first into the stairs. You know, God's greatest gift, Colt Matthews, maybe needing to see some plastic surgery. And meanwhile, Mark Caliber has been busted open by that knee shot from Brandon Ace, it looks like. Now Colt Matthews went after Brandon, but Brandon slipped away here. Meanwhile, Mark Caliber, inverted angle slam it looked like on Ronnie Brown. But meanwhile, in the ring, Tajiri is just teeing off on Mr. Utaker. Springboard moonsault. It's an action fast and furious here. Now Tajiri going for a ladder. Someone finally recognized the whole point is to go get that contract to take your place in this chamber. Tajiri's got the ladder set up. And right up to the top, up there in a hurry. Now other people are getting involved. Mr. Utaker trying to climb up. Brandon Ace hitting Tajiri from behind. Colt Matthews laid out on the floor. And Ronnie Brown's busy just stomping and kicking away on Mark Caliber. And now Mr. Utaker went for the briefcase himself, but Brandon Ace caught him and power bombs him down after shoving that ladder away. It's an action fast and furious everywhere. Now it looks like Brandon Ace is going to go set that ladder up. He already saw the other guys coming in, so he went right after Mr. Utaker, maybe trying to take out Mr. Utaker to make his path up easier. That head first driver. Now Brandon Ace scurrying up there himself. He's alone at the moment. Mr. Utaker's on the floor. Pulling himself up. Ronnie Brown gets his way back in. Looks like Mr. Utaker's going to push that ladder off. Him and Ronnie Brown helping together. Brandon Ace just hung out to dry. Now Tajiri's got him up. Took him off there with an electric chair to bring him down. I was almost saying Brandon's the master of climbing and unhooking, so this could be an advantage for him then. But right now he's laid out on the floor, and Tajiri has got that ladder set back up. Tosses Colt Matthews to the apron now, going back over to Caliber. But Caliber meets him in, throws him to the floor. Meanwhile, Brandon Ace back in the ring, tosses out Colt, and Brandon Ace right back up on the ladder, going for the contract. Ronnie Brown climbing up to meet him. Mark Caliber hitting him from behind. So Brandon Ace kind of in the middle of being a double team that he may not want to be the sandwich on. Meanwhile, Mark Caliber now going to work on pushing that ladder over, but he cannot get both men off here. While Ronnie Brown finally, after trading shots, gets Brandon Ace off, and Ronnie Brown going for that contract. No one is stopping him yet. There you go. Mr. Utaker finally going to push that ladder over. And he finally gets it pushed over and takes Ronnie right to the mat with a huge power bomb. Yeah, Brandon, not tonight, unfortunately. I already had this card set before we got everything finalized. You will be on the next show. Meanwhile, Mr. Utaker just got hung out to dry himself. Ronnie Brown sends Mark Caliber off the ropes. Now has him hooked with that belly-to-back toss, and Mr. Utaker just falls to the canvas. You know, again, all 6 men, they know what's at stake here. Mark Caliber takes Ronnie Brown over, and now he's going for the ladder. Meanwhile, Colt Matthews just that face-first driver, whiplash neckbreaker style on Ichiro. And now Mark Caliber climbing up to the top. He's going for the case. You know, Brandon Ace is in there. Colt Matthews makes his way in as well. And Brandon Ace hooks Mark. And a superplex off the ladder to the floor. Onto the floor, excuse me, just to the canvas. So that's bad enough coming from the height of that ladder. God, he might have killed him if it had been to the floor. Meanwhile, Brandon back up there quickly. Could this be his moment? Ronnie Brown trying to climb up. And no. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, punching his ticket to Caged Fury and the Elimination Chamber. Brandon Ace walks away with the win. Mark Caliber has the time at 6 minutes and 39 seconds. But now Brandon Ace, he will join War and Adam Guerin in that Elimination Chamber at Caged Fury to see who the first Sacrifice World Champion in the digital era will be. So congratulations to Brandon Ace there. Huge, huge item. No, not a bad showing at all there, Brandon. I will definitely agree with that. Very nicely done here. I see what you mean there, Omar, and he did show it. I mean, props to him. He now has punched his ticket. He will have a shot at becoming the first Sacrifice World Champion in the digital age. Now, the only problem for him on that, though, it's not going to be a ladder match. It's going to be in the chamber. Well, he might try to hide. I mean, we'll see what happens at Caged Fury. But in the chamber, you can only hide for so long. Oh, that is not good, Mrs. U. You know, meanwhile, we do have a debut tag here. As I said, we have Faith teaming up with Never Ending Legs and Missy Canuck, 3 of our newest women signees. And they will be facing another one of our newest women in She-Hulk Chick. And then, of course, the debuting tag team representing the Ministry of Mayhem of Mrs. Utaker and Goddess of Pain, the Vixens of Pain. That is very true, Mrs. Utaker. You did make it back in time for your match here. Brandon Cuevas calling for Shulky and the Vixens of Pain for the win. Who do you guys got out there in the chat? Uh-oh, yeah, guess you are popular today, Mrs. U. That's all right. You got the replay? Jack Bayou going again for Vixens of Pain and Shulky as well. And damn it, I still didn't fix some damn entrances. Son of a fuck. So Jake Bagwell going for the Vixens of Pain and Shulky as well here. So first, on her way down to the ring, she is the daughter of Wrestling Mama. She is also my niece. So I guess I got entrances fixed here, because here is Missy Canuck. Zerk also going with the Vixens and Shulky. And here we have our second competitor in this match. You know, very true, Brandon Ace. You did very well in the match. You are one step closer. Well, at this point, you'll definitely be the youngest because we have not had a world champion in the digital era. But joining Missy Canuck in this match, another one of our newest signees here, this is Faith. Now, I don't know a lot about Faith. She showed up at the door. She heard I was looking for talent. Said she wanted to fight. So I told her to sign on the dotted line. So we're going to see what she's all about here tonight. You know, already taking her time coming down to the ring, that very methodical approach. We'll see if that carries over to her in-ring action. Well, Zerk, no one's reign is guaranteed yet. He will be joining you and Adam Guerin in that Elimination Chamber. So no one's reign is guaranteed of anything yet, including your own. You know, meanwhile, while that's happening there in the chat, Faith made her way into the ring. It's a very methodical pace with it. Very intriguing to see what she brings to the table here. Alrighty, Jake, we can definitely do that. But joining them as the third person in this match, she is the daughter of Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown, another competitor here. She is Never Ending Legs. You know, as the name suggests, legs for days. Someone who has been around the Digital Wrestling Syndicate herself. A lot of people here probably are familiar with seeing her work in the ring as well. Very true, Omar. He does still have to win it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents for tonight. First off, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, we have Mrs. U-Taker, the Goddess of Pain, collectively known as the Vixens of Pain. Of course, Ministry of Mayhem, one of our stables here in the company. And again, as I brought up before in weeks past, if you are interested in looking at forming tag teams, if you're interested in forming factions, you need to get a hold of people. And then when you guys have it all worked out, get a hold of me. Let me know the information. Because not only are the men's tag titles coming soon, but so are the women's tag titles. You're seeing one of those tag teams that are already signed up to go for them right there. And joining them in this bout, everyone's favorite comic book superhero. Ladies and gentlemen, making her Sacrifice debut, She-Hulk Chick. Of course, more commonly known as Shulky here. Oh, loving the game, huh? Now Shulky is making her way down to the ring, and Brandon, I'm not saying you can't win it. I'm saying that it's up for the air for anybody, so no one count your chickens before you hatch, because until that referee holds your hand up at the end of Caged Fury, ain't no one won nothing yet. That is what I'm saying. Now Shulky making her way down to the ring. I said someone who is known throughout the entire digital wrestling community. And speaking of that community, you know, while we have those couple of minutes that she's making her way, there are a lot of shows in the Digital Wrestling Syndicate. A lot of them run by people who you'll see in the different chats. Great example, UKWF and 3LW by Omar Wolf. You know, does another great show there as well. Chance to see a lot of different talent. Definitely, you know, hit him up, get a look at his channel, see what he's got. If you like what you're seeing here tonight with Sacrifice and you've not done so already, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like on this show, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. Let me know what's going on. I might take a look at it. But meanwhile, here we go. The ref calls for the bell as Mrs. Utaker getting pushed back into her own corner by Missy Canuck here. Ref calling for the break. Will we get a clean break or not? It looks like we do from the ladies here. Now again, tied up, and again, Missy pushing Mrs. Utaker back against the ropes. This time the women break on their own here. Ref doesn't need to get involved. Missy taking Mrs. Utaker over. Snap mirrors her down to the mat. Getting her back up into a side headlock. Now Mrs. Utaker shoots her off the ropes. And a spear right to the ribs. But a quick takedown there. And now Mrs. U going right to work on that arm, stretching out the shoulder joint. Now picking Missy up, but Missy counters out, comes up swinging with that European uppercut, back elbow, goes for a forearm but misses. But Mrs. U does not miss with that kick to the ribs. But Missy really quick with the advantage again, takes her over to the corner, shoots her off the ropes, slides under, and pops up with a Hurricane Rana, flipping Mrs. U down. Now going to work on Mrs. U's arm here, maybe a little bit of payback. Nice spinning leg drop there. Make it a pair of them. But as she goes to pick her up, Mrs. Utaker sweeps the leg for the counter. He's got Missy up, sends her over into their corner. You know, tags into her partner Goddess here. Time to see a little bit of tandem offense as they shoot Missy off the ropes. Double hip toss takeover. Now Missy going to make a tag, but gets cut off by Goddess, who now goes to work right on the knee. Maybe trying to slow down some of that quick pace offense there from Missy. Now she's got Missy in that gut wrench, picks her up. Takes her over with a suplex. And now, but Missy, dragon screw leg whip to get out of it. She's in dire need of making a tag here. But instead goes to follow up and gets caught by Goddess. Goddess now sends her into the neutral corner. Missy ducks out of the way. Sends Goddess into her corner. Now makes a tag. In comes Never Ending Legs. Tandem offense. Snapmare with a boot right to the face of Goddess. Never Ending Legs putting those long legs to work. Follows up with a knee drop. Goddess though counters out with the leg sweep. Now kind of measuring her, kick to the face, make it a pair. Picks up legs by the head. Now scoops her up in a fireman's, but leg slides out from behind, punches Goddess in the face. Reverse imploder suplex. In for the quick cover, ref taking his time. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. She almost shocked Goddess there with that reverse imploder. Now going to work on the small of the back. But now looks like Goddess going to fight her way out coming up with elbows to the breadbasket. Now Goddess sends legs into the corner. Got her tied up in the Trio O. And stomp right to the gut with it. Now pulling legs out towards the middle of the ring. Snap down the arm, working on that elbow and shoulder. Looks like she might be a little confused here, but able to get the presence of mind. Makes the tag into She-Hulk chick. She-Hulk comes right in with a kick right to the ribs. But pandering to the crowd and gives Never Ending Legs time for that huge German suplex. You know, Shulky's known for being a terror, but Legs is not intimidated by her whatsoever. Now grounding the big She-Hulk there. Nice reverse chinlock, working the neck. But now she's wasting time, pandering to the crowd. She's got the advantage, but she's not following up with it. Now Legs picks up Shulky. Forearm smash right to Shulky's face. And Goddess of Pain, welcome to the chat. Shulky scoops up Legs. Legs dumps from behind, but in Shulky counters out. Now got her hooked. T-bone suplex, flipping Legs over. Now Shulky in for the cover. 1, 2. Never Ending Legs kicks out. And Shulky's right back on the advantage. Kick right between the shoulder blades. Looks like she's measuring her up here. Got her doubled over, head hooked. Huge last ride powerbomb. Puts down Never Ending Legs, drags her to the middle, in for the cover. 1, 2, and just at 2. Now Shulky's got that gut wrench. Picking Legs up. Huge takeover suplex with that, just dumped her on the mat. Now going to work, got the armbar locked in. So what are we going to have here? And no, Never Ending Legs holds on, firing back with punches, gets her leg free, or arm I should say free. But the Shulky, really quick presence of mind, takes Never Ending Legs back into the corner, but Legs reverses it. Sends Shulky over to their corner. But not following up. There's a follow-up and a tag. In comes Missy Canuck again. Double team offense. You know, nice double high back body drop. Missy Canuck now sends Shulky back into the corner, running forearm, trying to keep the advantage on, keep the larger opponent down. But again, not following up immediately, but finally does with that nice Hurricane Rana takeover. Trying to keep the pressure on, but Shulky counters out and corkscrew forearm drive right to the face. Follows up with a huge elbow drop. Goddess there trying to fire up Shulky from the corner. Meanwhile, Shulky sends Missy over there, but Missy reverses in the corner as well. We got a little bit of a game of ping pong going on. But real quick, Missy sends Shulky to the corner, quick tag, back in comes Never Ending Legs, tandem offense with that hip toss, and follows it up with a front back kick. And oh boy, Never Ending Legs calling for it, being joined by Faith and Missy, and they've got She-Hulk up. It's got to take all 3 women to pick her up. But a triple powerbomb nonetheless. Now legs going to work, just stomping away on Schulke. Trying to make up her mind where to follow up at. You know, again, just stomping and working away on Schulke's knee, trying to keep the bigger woman down. Legs backs up, tags in Faith. First time we get to see Faith in this match, and she is immediately scooped up by Schulke and takes her over the snapmare, kicks her right between the shoulder blades. And Schulke makes the tag. In comes Mrs. U. Now Mrs. U going right to work on the arm here, it appears. Stomps right to the fingers. Jesus! You know, Mrs. U showing why their team is the Vixens of Pain with those stomps to the fingers of Faith. But Faith counters out, now just slamming Mrs. U's head off the canvas. Also the kick to the face. But now Faith again, and maybe it's inexperience. Like I said, this is the first time getting to see her in action, but Mrs. U throws her over the top to the floor, follows her out. Definitely keeping the pressure on her here. Again, sending Faith right back in the ring, maybe trying to disorient her a little bit. Not let her get her bearings in this. Mrs. U, though, goes for that kick. Faith catches it and takes her head off. And oh, now Faith is calling for it. And they've got Tiny Taker up in the corner. Missy Canuck and Never Ending Legs joining Faith. And from the second rope, we have a triple power bomb. Oh my God. Yeah, she might be dead, Omar, but no, she kicks her way back out. Now going right to work on the arm. Oh, that could almost break an elbow there. You know, pulling Faith back towards the middle of the ring. Now sending her over to their corner, follows it up with a quick knee shot, but Faith counters out. Now Mrs. U back elbows to get out, sends Faith over to the neutral corner. Looks like she's going for, could have been a belly to belly, but Faith quick to counter out with those elbows. But Mrs. U ducks under, kicks to the back of the leg and hamstring area. And now it looks like she's going for, looked like she was going for Faith's leg, but Faith countered out with an interesting counter there. Now sends Mrs. U into the corner. Tag into Missy Canuck. Tandem offense coming up here. High back body drop from the pair of them. But Missy lets Tiny make the diving tag into Schulke. Schulke comes in, quick forearm. Now hard clothesline, went for a second, but Missy ducked. Single leg drop kick to take down Schulke. Oh, and here we go again. And like I said, it's going to take all three of them to get Schulke up in this. But now the three women. And triple power bomb in the middle of the ring. But not going for a cover. Might be a huge mistake by Missy Canuck there, not going for the cover when she had a chance. Instead, sending Schulke to the floor. Now forearm shots there. Schulke counters out. Now sends Missy back into the ring. You know, a little slow to follow her back in, but right there, the power of She-Hulk chick with that big military press power slam. And not letting Missy get a tag off. Missy comes back with a quick knee strike, and there's the tag into Faith. Now Faith in with a quick diving leg drop. Can she keep the advantage here? And a super kick taking down Schulke, in for the cover. 1, 2. Schulke kicks out at 2. Now Faith follows up the kick to the spine, but it looks like it just woke up Schulke, and it did as she just scooped Faith up into that military press. And just showing off the power here. And drops her face first. Now Schulke's got her up, sends her into their corner. Are we going to have a follow-up here? No, Faith reverses it, flips Schulke around, sending her back the other way. Now Faith just measuring her. Not following up. This could be a mistake. We've already seen just how fast Shulky can turn a match around with just one of those power moves. And as we saw right there, it took way too long. Shulky brings her up. Nice sit-out power bomb there on it. Now Dragon Faith towards the middle of the ring. He's got her in that deadlift waist lock. And just takes her over and tosses her, just dropping her to the ground. Now tag back into Mrs. U. Now Mrs. U is setting up Faith. Kick to the gut. Got the head hooked. Oh, and into that Kirifuda driver in the middle of the ring. But Faith quick to fight out. Faith knew right away where that was going to be. Immediately sends Mrs. U into the corner, but not following up again. You see both the other women there putting the bad mouth on Mrs. U Taker in the corner. But all the words don't mean nothing if you can't get a W to back them up. And oh, right into a kick. On here they go again. We've already seen this once on Mrs. U Taker. Looks like it's going to be for a second one from the second turnbuckle. Never Ending Legs and Missy Connect climbing up to join her for this huge triple power bomb. But again, as the women are leaving, Faith is not following up. Oh my God, no, they're not going to do it again. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Come on, ref, do your fucking job. Oh my God. We're going to have, for the third time tonight on Mrs. U Taker, the triple power bomb from the second turnbuckle. Jesus Christ. But amazingly enough, Mrs. U Taker fighting back. I mean, she has got to make the tag out of here, and there she goes. Immediately over, makes the tag into She-Hulk, because it two triple power bombs. I'm surprised she's even moving. You know, She-Hulk now coming in, but Faith catches her and tosses She-Hulk chick. A little display of leverage with that takeover on Shulky. And makes the tag into Never Ending Legs. Never Ending Legs trying to pick up Shulky and eats a right hand for her effort. I agree, Goddess. That is unreal. You know, meanwhile, Shulky has tossed Never Ending Legs into the corner and tags back in Mrs. U Taker. The pair have her hooked. Slingshot reverse suplex. Now, Mrs. U Taker picking up Never Ending Legs, gets taken over with that arm throw. Never Ending Legs now going over, and we're going to see the tag back into Faith. Is Mrs. U Taker slow to get up? Shulky maybe should have tagged in Goddess instead after Mrs. U eating those two power bombs and now eats a backbreaker. Now Faith has her up. Hot shot off the top rope. And now just thumping Mrs. U Taker's head off the canvas there. And there's that low place super kick again. And oh my God, no. I mean, at some point, it's becoming too much. At some point, the referee has to step in and say this is too much. And another triple power bomb. Oh my God. I mean, almost like Faith is getting worn out just from the power bombs as Mrs. U Taker kicks her back off, and there's the tag into Goddess. As Goddess now brings Faith up, but oh, Faith catches her Uranagi slam. Now Faith coming off the ropes. Deep leg drop there. Now stomping away on the shoulder, but Goddess rolls out. Grabs Faith, sends her across the corner. Follows it in, big splash into the corner. And now just putting the boots to Faith here. Goddess of Pain living up to that mantra of pain here as she drives Faith's knee right into the canvas. Got her up in a fireman, with Faith fighting out with those sharp elbow shots. Front face lock in. Takes her over and a leg drop across the arm. I mean, Goddess definitely was one of the freshest ones coming in here at this point, but Faith has done a good job of controlling the momentum. But the biggest thing I've noticed is she does not follow up. And it's costing her again now as Goddess sends her to the outside of the apron. Punches her in the face. What does Goddess have in mind? Oh my God! Belly to back on the apron! Oh my God! Now Faith trying to fight back here. Sends Goddess back into the ring, and you've got to be kidding me. I'm starting to wonder if the actual objective of these women isn't so much to win the match, but maybe take out the Vixens of Pain. This could be a story that we're going to have to follow, because after Mrs. Utaker eating several of those power bombs, now Goddess eating one. So could the method be to take out the Ministry of Mayhem and the Vixens of Pain? Goddess right back up though, knee right to the spine. She-Hulk chick, welcome again to the show. If I missed you earlier, welcome now. As Goddess and She-Hulk send to the ropes. Nice reverse double elbow. Faith in trouble, but Faith able to make the diving tag to Missy Canuck. Comes in with that single leg drop kick, make it a pair. Now drop kick downstairs to the knee. Now Missy Canuck sends Shulky into the corner. Tag into Never Ending Legs. Now we're seeing crisp team action here. Double hip toss over. And the front and back kick again. Can Never Ending Legs follow up on it though? Front face lock. And no, Shulky counters out. The action getting picked up here. Shulky now sends Never Ending Legs into the corner. Now let's take a little bit of a dance break here. Now bracing up Never Ending Legs. Never Ending Legs though too long. Pair of reverse elbows. Now stops Shulky from making the tag, but instead of following up is now showing off to not only the crowd but to the Vixens of Pain. That knee right to the small of the back of Shulky. And oh my God, we have seen this time and time again in this match. These three women looking to make a statement on their debut, and another triple power bomb to Shulky in the middle of the ring. But again, Shulky fighting out of it. Now sends Legs into the corner. Legs reverses. Looks like Face has the referee distracted. Now Legs with the tag into Faith. Sends Shulky off the ropes. Double back body drop. And again, just showboating to the crowd, not following up. I realize this is your debut. I realize you women are excited to be here. But you've got to get the W when you have the chance. See, now Shulky with the tag into Goddess. Faith floats around behind, kick to the back of the leg, forearm to the shoulder blades. And there's that super kick, almost looked like right on the chin there. And we've seen it time and time again. This time it's Goddess going for the ride again. Faith has her up in the corner. Legs and Missy Canuck joining her for another triple power bomb. again, Goddess showing what she's made of, fighting out. And now Goddess with that reverse streamlet, but too close to the ropes. And now Faith, though, counters up. High knee lift to get to escape from the grasp of Goddess there. Tags into Missy Canuck. But meanwhile, while they're doing this, it gave plenty of time for Mrs. U to get tagged in. Mrs. U with that quick drop kick, now flying knee lift to boot. Went for another knee lift, but got countered. But comes right back, rights and lefts, kicks, and a huge shot there. And Faith reaches in and just drills Mrs. U. That little quick distraction, giving the advantage back to her team. As Missy Canuck with the powerbomb into the cover, 2, and Shulky gets by and makes the save. But Faith looks like she's got Shulky by the traps there and is dropping the big She-Hulk chick. Meanwhile, Never Ending Legs got tagged in and has that head scissor on Mrs. U-Taker. Can she make her tap out with it? No, Mrs. U-Taker escaped. Finally, does not give up, and Never Ending Legs just gets tired and lets go. Not sure if I'd have let that go, though, as now Mrs. U-Taker up with fighting back again. Never Ending Legs now from behind. Got the full Nelson up and drove her face first with that full Nelson Bulldog. And oh my God. They've got Mrs. U-Taker in the middle of the ring this time for another triple powerbomb. These 3 women are trying to make a statement on their debut. There's no doubt about it. But Mrs. U-Taker still fighting back. One of the veterans here, and she is showing these 3 women why. Now she's got her hooked and over the top rope with that Hangman's arm breaker. So Tiny kind of catching legs off guard with that arm breaker, and it gave her team back the advantage. It's now tagging to Goddess. Tiny with the drop toe hold. Goddess with an elbow right to the small of the back. And cutting off Never Ending Legs briefly. But now Legs getting the advantage back. Sends her in, tags in Faith. A little bit more tandem offense here. Double Japanese arm drag and a double kip up to boot. Now Faith bringing up Goddess, but Goddess counters out that nice uppercut. Faith ducks under the clothesline and just plants a boot right to the face of Goddess. Follows it up with that quick leg drop. Now getting the head tucked and stomp to the jaw with those heeled boots on. Now kick to the gut and looked like it might have been a DDT. But Goddess countered out. And now it looks like a little bit of turnabout fair play here as Goddess, Mrs. U, and She-Hulk have Faith up in a triple powerbomb in the middle of the ring. And now going to work on the legs, trying to dissect Faith here. Maybe a little bit of a turnabout fair play for those triple powerbombs earlier. Goddess, that may not be a tad, as it might actually be the symbol for your guys' faction. Meanwhile, Mrs. U going at Faith here, sends her into their corner, but Faith reverses it. Now Faith sending Mrs. U into her own corner here. Now it looks like just staring down Mrs. U as the other 2 women put the bad mouth on her. So it's become plainly clear that these women have came in to make a statement. And again, Faith with that counter sends Mrs. U right back to the corner, but Mrs. U fighting back out of it. Now sending Faith across. We got a ping pong game going again. Yep, your side, my side. And for Faith now getting distracted, going after Goddess for a moment. And She-Hulk tagged herself in. But Faith catches her coming in and sends her over to their corner. But now Schulke's got her caught, sends her over, and oh my goodness, she just sent Faith into Tiny, and now shoulder blocking both women in the corner. Now Schulke's pulling Faith out a little bit, has that gut wrench again, taking her over with that gut wrench suplex, just dropping her on the mat like a bag of trash. It's got her hooked, exploder T-bone. It looks like Faith made the mistake of, following up after Goddess for some reason. And as soon as I say that, and she does it again. She hits Goddess and gets distracted by Goddess. That's twice now that she has went after Goddess instead of following up on the legal woman. And twice it has cost her. And now She-Hulk with that belly-to-belly takeover. Now sends Faith into the corner. Hard shot to the jaw. Can She-Hulk keep the pressure on her, though? It's got her hooked. Looks like hanging her up in a tree of woe almost. No, she's not. She's got her in the middle of the ring, up in that torture rack. Oh my God, just drove her with a burning hammer in for the cover. Rep out of position. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, after that burning hammer. Goddess with the cutoff on never-ending legs. Now we see a little bit of the replay earlier where Schulke just started taking out everybody that moved, including her own partner. But here in the end, with that huge burning hammer on Faith, at the same time, Goddess coming across, cutting off never-ending legs. Mark has the time at 29 minutes, 27 seconds. For your winners, She-Hulk Chick and the Vixens of Pain. Hell of a match by all 6 women in this event. Amazing way to make a debut. You can definitely tell they wanted to make a statement, even on a losing effort. As the person in charge here, I was impressed. Huge statement made by all 6 women. They're bringing their A game on this. So great effort by everyone. Congratulations again to She-Hulk and the Vixens. Well, that is going. We have our next match getting ready to queue up here. It will be a 6-man Extreme Rules match. Pinfalls, submissions, or knockouts count anywhere in the state of Virginia. Now, this is not elimination rules. First decision wins the match and punches their ticket to Caged Fury. So who do you guys there in the chat have on this? We have Alex Caliber. Of course, all the way on the far side, we saw his brother Mark earlier. Dustin Murray, Jake Bagwell, Hollenhund, Bastige, and Terrell the Truth Johnson. Mark Caliber, of course, rooting for his brother. And while you guys are putting who you got in the chat, I have to step out for just a moment here. Sorry about that, folks. Looks like Brandon Cuevas split between Bastide and Bagwell. Yeah, I kind of wonder who you'd be going with there, Goddess. But here we go, guys. And again, for some reason, the entrances are off. I'm not sure what's going on. I do apologize, fellas. Oh. Frozen Rage, welcome to the show. Of course, you're in our main event tonight. Not sure why that women's match showed up with entrances, but the other matches have not. Meanwhile, Jake Bagwell working on Dustin Murray. On the outside, we have Alex Caliber and Hollenhund, as well as Terrell the Truth and Bastide. This is Extreme Rules, and Jake right away going for the submission. This is first fall to a finish. So if these gentlemen are not careful, their chance to hit the chamber will be gone. You never know, Goddess. I mean, it could have been some idiot in the truck. When I find out who it is, I'm going to whoop their ass. Meanwhile, Jake brings out Dustin there and going for the cover after that alley-oop. Dustin with a quick kick out. Terrell was already coming in to cut him off and now goes right after Jake. Bastide finally making his way back up. Meanwhile, on the floor, we still have Hollenhund and Alex Caliber going at each other. That is true, Rage. That match is tonight. Bastide with that quick headbutt on Truth. Now setting him up and double knees right to the chest. Meanwhile, Jake is measuring up Dustin here, and he was going for that 69 stretch, and Terrell just took his head off with a clothesline. Now in for the cover, but Jake's not having that. Bastide tried to get a quick one there while he thought Jake was distracted. Meanwhile, Jake takes down Dustin Murray with a kick to the knee. Bastide setting up Alex. Has him up, drives him over into that armbar. Looks like Alex is trying to fight his way out. No, Bastide changes his momentum into another submission hold and snaps the arm. But it gave Hollenhund time to come in. Quick impaler DDT in for the cover, 1, and a kick out with Bastide at 1. Meanwhile, Terrell, those Irish curse backbreakers on Jake. Now Hollenhund takes down Bastide with a spear and then immediately goes right after Dustin Murray. Very fast and furious action here by all 6 men. Now it looks like Terrell and Alex just taking turns teeing off on Jake. Meanwhile, Hollenhund takeover suplex on Bastide and then takes down Dustin with that clothesline. Terrell in and just drove Dustin face first in for a quick cover. 1, and Hollenhund in to break it up right away, and Terrell's not letting that stand as he's firing off some quick shots. Meanwhile, Alex Caliber looked like he was going to send Dustin into the ropes, but Jake cut him off with a drop kick. And now that chop block there. Welcome to the show, baby. And Dustin with that cutter. Oh, I don't hate your age. Are you kidding? This is making me money. Meanwhile, in the ring, Alice gets countered by Jake. Hollenhund and Bastide fighting it out. And Terrell and Dustin all pairing off. Now it looks like Jake is setting up Alex at the same time, though. Dustin Murray has that tequila sunrise. And they are breaking everything up quick, guys. They all know what is at stake. All 6 of these men know this is one fall to a finish. There is no tomorrow. Of course, my lovely wife out there, able to make it to the show and greeting everybody here. Meanwhile, all these men, listen, this is Extreme Rules, so I am surprised we're not seeing more pinfall attempts on the floor. Referee making his way out. Meanwhile, Jake coming back with the punches. Looks like Alex finally making his way up on the far side. And Jake is just teeing off on Hollenhund. Looked like he was going to send him into the ring post, but Terrell countered that and sent Jake in himself. Oh, it's okay, baby. You made it to the show. You still have your match coming up. Meanwhile, Jake and Terrell fighting. Jake with the low blow on Terrell. And then comes back with that reverse power slam. Meanwhile, though, Alex with the Niagara bomb in for a cover. Quickly broken up. And for it, he drives him in there. But meanwhile, Basij came in. As Alex up, huge delay on that suplex. But meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, on the floor, Jake Bagwell has pinned Terrell the Truth. That's what I was mentioning at the beginning of this match. Is that all of these gentlemen, they need to pay attention. Because this was a one fall to a finish event. So, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, advancing on to Caged Fury in the Elimination Chamber, the Enforcer, Jake Bagwell. Alrighty, folks, and I'm gonna check these entrances here because let me see here. I'm going to back out of this a moment here. I do apologize for the delay, but it's starting to actually tick me off. Mark Caliber has the time. And that is exactly it, Mark. Thank you, sir. You are right on the money there. So we're going to get all that fixed. Since I'm out here, and I do know we had some people that joined in late, we're going to go over what we've already missed here. Of course, Shamrocks and Shenanigans defeating Judgment Time. Brandon Ace winning the 6-man ladder match to take his spot in the chamber. A 6-woman tag match as our debuting trio of Missy Canuck, Faith, and Never Ending Legs lost to the debuting She-Hulk Chick, as well as the newly formed team here of the Vixens of Pain. And then we just saw Jake punching his ticket onto that main event match at Caged Fury, winning that 6-man Extreme Rules bout. So here we go. We have now the debuting Amber Young will be taking on, of course you saw her in the chat, my wife, Missy Nightwalker. So who do you guys got in this? Looks like Goddess and Jake are already planning to celebrate. Goddess already rooting for there, and Minerva back at the show. Welcome again. And Minerva already in there. Anybody but Baltimore. Looks like Brandon Cuevas and Frozen Rage already renewing some hostilities. And I will say this did start from quite a few places, let's be fucking honest. So I'm going to go ahead and announce a match for next week right now. If Frozen Rage beats Chance Nightwalker and keeps his career, next week, one-on-one, last man standing, Brandon Cuevas versus Frozen Rage. But on our way back to the ring here for this next bout, since I actually remember quite a few of these items here, ladies and gentlemen, on her way down to the ring first, from Naples, Italy, representing the Dynasty, my wife, Missy Nightwalker. Of course, as you can see on the back of that vest there, new look for Missy as well. But blazing on the back of that, representing the Dynasty faction here in the company. As she is going to welcome the newcomer. Showtime, Vernon Quinn. Welcome to the show, brother. Glad you could make it. And ladies and gentlemen, her opponent from Baltimore, Maryland, making her debut in Sacrifice Championship Wrestling, Amber Young. So Amber, of course, is someone who she's been waiting for her debut here. Uh-oh. Jake, if you mean the match tonight between Chance and Frozen Rage, it is the basic rules of Sacrifice. So pinfall, submission, or knockout. No disqualification, no count out. And we are underway. Missy comes right across, takes Amber down with that hard clothesline. Of course, Amber, though, counters right back with that quick double leg, follows it up with a kick to the chest. Now bringing Missy back up, got her around, ripcord knee strike. Another quick shot across the chest with that kick, but Missy coming back up, countering with that jawbreaker. And takes her down with another hard clothesline. Now getting Amber up, cranking on the neck. You know, trying to keep Amber grounded here, and now stomp right to the shoulder. Pulling Amber out to the middle of the ring. Backs up, and a curb stomp taking her face first in the middle of the ring. And that is a methodical stomp going around shades of the old Ronnie Garvin here. But Amber Young working on fighting back with her own jawbreaker. That high knee lift. Now it's got her hooked. And there is that Rainmaker DDT. Now trying to keep the advantage here. Looks like into a crossface submission, but Missy able to get her legs under the rope to cause the break. Bad ring positioning for Amber. Now Amber follows up, working on the legs now. Trying to make sure that Missy can't get those flying clotheslines off again. And now a knee to the face. back up with that reverse elbow. And another clothesline. That's why Amber was working on those knees. Missy quick to the top. And a senton off the top. But real quick, arm catch and a judo throw. But now Missy coming back. Kick to the gut, and there's that single leg drop kick right to the face. In for a quick cover. The 1, a 2, and a 3. Wow, normally Missy will follow up that single leg drop kick with that DDT, but this time just gets the cover right away. And again, you see that single leg drop kick right there. And Mark Caliber, thank you for the time there, sir, with the time at 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So, ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, Missy Nightwalker. Nicely done, baby. You know, letting everyone know that she's still very much, you know, a threat here in this company. Not a problem at all, Vernon. I was going to say you had the opening match, you and Judgment debuting your tag team. Now this next match, to those that, you know, didn't catch the opening of the show, all 6 of these women have advanced. They're all going on to Caged Fury to fight for the first ever Sacrifice Women's Championship in the digital era. However, tonight, they have to work together. On one side of the ring, we have Mad Cow, Melody Divine, and Jerica Page. On the other side, we have Jenna Rage, Cassie Madam Red, and Kali. Like I said, they've all made it to the final match. They're all going to have a shot at being the first champion. But can they work together tonight? You know, while this is loading, I am going to take a couple minutes before we get to the match. Everyone out there who's, of course, at this show, if you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to catch more action, click that bell for notifications. Alrighty, Brandon, obviously being on the air, I can't really get to it right now. So if nothing else, put it in here. I mean, it's kind of a basic stipulation there. So if nothing else, put it in here. We can always book it right here from the chat. Meanwhile, as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of companies here in the Digital Wrestling Syndicate. You saw in there earlier, Omar Wolf. He has his company of 3LW and UKWF, so definitely hit him up. Check out his work. Raging Chaos Wrestling will sometimes bring you wrestling or different action as well. So check out his channel. I've been told Mark Caliber will be doing a company soon. So if you want to kind of get the inside scoop on that, hit up his channel, subscribe to that as well. You know, be sure to get all these people put on great products, all really well in the business. Oh, not a problem at all, Almar, anytime, you know that. Of course, earlier in the show, we did see Shooter Sean here. He had a show earlier today with Monstar Wrestling Factory, so I said a lot of great action. All these people, you know, definitely hit them up. I'm actually going to be working on my actual YouTube broadcasters page, and I'm going to have a lot of these same people on the front of my page. So in those cases, here soon you'll be able to see that. That'll be done by my next show. So if you don't see him in this show, you know, just keep checking the broadcasting, the YouTube broadcast page for Eternity Broadcasting. I'm going to have them all up there for you as well. A lot of great people out there, a lot of great talent. feel free to check all of them out. Pillar to Post coming later on tonight with RWO action from the Wasteland. LTD with Blaze McCoy. A lot of people here. Well, and Kali already saying, let's kick ass. And I said, Brandon, I can't listen to the voice message right now. So I'm going to put it for you real simple. The match is the last man standing match. Frozen Rage has said he wants the stipulation that if you lose, I'm not going to make you be his bitch, but I'm going to put this stipulation. If you lose, the feud between you two is done. Unless you are booked in a match, you cannot go after Rage. However, Rage, he's not the only... He doesn't get away with something on his own. If you lose, it's a career match. So do we have a deal, gentlemen? All right, Brandon says he's understood. All right, Rage. Well, there's always extra mics here. But I'm going to put it real simple, Rage. If you get this match with Brandon, if he loses, he can no longer go at you unless you have a match. However, if you lose, Rage, it's your career. Do we have a deal? No, Brandon, it doesn't. Unless they have a match, he cannot go at Rage, period. That's the bet. While Rage is thinking something over here, we are going to get to our next match. Oh, Rage just said fine by him. So if Rage wins tonight against Chance, next week we will have that match at the next show. And now that is settled, here we go. First off, on her way down to the ring from Leeds, England, this is Mad Cow. Listen, I do not have no cards for everybody yet, so I am doing a lot of this off of memory. Of course, all 6 of these women have already spoken. They want to be the first women's champion in the digital age. And her next opponent, representing the Dynasty, Melody Divine. So we will see what Melody brings to the table in this match. Like I said, all 6 of these women, they really have never worked together. And here in a few weeks, they're going to be opponents. So we'll see if they can put all that apart here today. No, Vernon, I do not. Right now, my women's roster is capped. And joining them here in the ring, she is from Dallas, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, the Evil Angel, Jerica Page. course, we saw Paige here last week as she faced her sister Bubs. It'd be interesting to see if she can actually coincide in this match, because she don't like anybody. See, she's already been there 5 seconds and she's already pointing out and yelling at the fans. She doesn't like a single soul. So, across from them here, first off, ladies and gentlemen, she won one of the tournaments to get in here, Jenna Rage. I said Jenna winning the last women's draw tournament, and really a tournament draw that nobody saw coming, actually. I mean, it was one of those situations that everyone knew any one of the 8 women could win it, but if they had to pick one out of the 8, she normally was not the one picked. So hats off to her for shocking everyone and putting them all on notice. Of course, Jenna taking her time here. So, I mean, any of these 6 women tonight, like I said, in 2 weeks, they will be, about 2 weeks, will be in the Elimination Chamber. And any of these 6 women can walk out as the first champion. But earlier in the night, their number 1 contender is already going to be decided. And however, that contender will be getting a blank contract. But joining Jenna's partner here tonight from New Orleans, Louisiana, one of my daughters, Cassie Madam Red. Cassie as well getting her opportunity here in that chamber. But as I was just saying before she made her way out, whoever wins the number 1 contenders chamber earlier in the night at Caged Fury will have a blank contract that they can cash in at will. And ladies and gentlemen, their other partner in this event rounding it out, Kali Tirgovste. And I hope I didn't butcher that too bad, because I don't have my notes here with me. So we will see what these women bring here. You know, as all 6 women now in the ring, looks like we're going to have Jenna starting off here against Mad Cow as the referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Right away, collar elbow tie up. Jenna taking control with the side headlock. Mad Cow pushing her into the rope, shoots her off. Headbutt and then double knees to the face. You know, try to go for the leg, but Jenna with a quick kick to the face to kick her off here. Now starting to put the boots there to Mad Cow. But Mad Cow counters out of it. Looked like she was going to go for a tag, but Jenna caught her. Springboards up on top of her, just raining down the punches. And a huge European uppercut there. Now it's got her up and all double hammer fist to the face. Now head scissor driving the elbows right to the forehead of Mad Cow there. Going to pick Mad Cow up. Mad Cow sweeps the leg. Now Mad Cow still in trouble. She started to get a little bit of a thing, but Jenna's just staying on her. Got the arms, the legs hooked, I should say, and slingshots her right throat first across the ropes. But now Mad Cow with the kip up, using that rear view. But Jenna quick again to cut her off. Jenna trying to keep control of the pace of this match, not letting Mad Cow really get moving out the box here. Tags into Cassie. They both send Maddie off the ropes, double back body drop. As now Cassie looks to keep the advantage going for her team. Has a neck crank on Mad Cow there. Again, following up, kick to the ribs, and now right into that, almost like a modified camel clutch there with the single leg version. Mad Cow slides out, but gets taken down right away with a hard clothesline. But Cassie did let her make the tag. In comes Melody. Melody with a quick clothesline and kip up. Now head scissor takeover right away. Went for another clothesline, but Cassie ducked. Now Cassie with a go behind. Belly to back suplex, hanging on with the waist lock. Now make it a pair. Are we going to see the trifecta? Yes, we are, with three of them. Now stomp to Melody's back, stomp to the ribs. Now Cassie going to work. Kick to the face, still controlling the arm with that hammer lock. Going up for the other arm, just manipulating the joints here. Now Melody, though, kicks her off, getting the advantage back, sends Cassie over to her corner. Like she was going to go for a shot, and Cassie rolled out of the way. Melody caught herself in time. Now, quick kick to the gut. It's got Cassie up. And a huge brain buster there. Melody now staying on Cassie. Not letting her move, and now a second stomp to the ribs. Pulls her back out, and now kicks right to the ribs, still holding that arm up, and a driving forearm to the side of the face. Now going back to work, got her rolled over, she's going for the legs. Oh, and right there, just bending her backwards. You know, the body's not meant to bend in those directions, people. And now Melody just watching here, kind of measuring her, stomp to the back of the head, went for a second. Cassie rolled out of the way and now sending Melody to the corner. And now Cassie jumps up, right hands to the face. And that huge European uppercut. But Melody slides out, went for an enziguri but missed the mark on it. Meanwhile, Cassie with a kick to the gut. Has her up and brainbuster across the leg almost. One. So huge neck breaker here. And there she's calling for it. All three women in the ring. They're bringing Melody up there for a triple power bomb, dead center. But Melody still trying to fight her way out here. Oh, and a super kick right to the jaw. Straight jacket hook, German suplex, one. And I guess we're going to get a little turnabout fair play here as now Jerica and Maddie joining Melody in the ring, picking Cassie up. And a triple power bomb of their own, leaving Cassie laid out. And now wait a minute, Melody, STF, she's got it in. Far enough back, can Cassie hold on or fight out? Looks like she's clawing away at the hands and finally fights her way out of it. Now it's got her hooked face first with that driver there. Now backing up, tagging in Khali. Khali going in and going right to town. Quick hurricanrana takeover. And a stomp to the back of the head. Maybe taking a little too much time playing around there. Really close to the corner. Now she sends her off the ropes. And Jerrica Page grabs Khali to keep the advantage. Like I said, Jerrica doesn't like anybody. But now Khali took advantage. She was able to duck out of the way and now going to work with that arm bar. You know, Khali might want to watch herself though. Melody rakes the eyes into a front face lock. Kick right to the gut. And flips over. And a diced bread right there by her corner. But there she goes. She needed to make a tag. Now bringing in Jerrica Page. But Khali was waiting for her. Kick to the gut, kick to the face. Now trying to get a little bit of payback on Jerrica here. That delayed neck breaker. Oh, and now Khali's calling for it. What do we got here, Jerrica? Well, Jerrica normally likes to go up the ropes, but I don't think she likes it this way. I don't think she's going to like the landing here. As all three women have her up on the second rope for a diving triple powerbomb. But here, Khali, instead of going for the cover, is showing off to the crowd. I do agree, Goddess, that does seem to be the move of the day for the ladies. Khali with that rolling through kick. But Jerrica comes up with that jawbreaker. Now Jerrica looks like she's going to take Khali partway away from the corner. Snapmares are over. Drop kick to the back of the head. But now Jerrica not following up. Oh, she just let Khali get up just a little bit and then kicked her in the back of the head with her boot just to put her back down. A little bit of insult to injury there. You know, huge form in the corner, follows it up with a bulldog. Now Khali's the one in desperate need of a tag. But Jerrica is not letting her try to move. But she gave her a small opening. Now Khali sends Jerrica into the corner. Did not follow through in time though. As Jerrica pulls her back out. Brings her over towards her corner. Snapmares her across. And another drop kick to the back of the head. Can definitely see that's where Jerrica is. Her focus is on. And now Jerrica with that Uranagi takedown. 1, 2. Khali kicks out at 2. Now Jerrica getting a bit fired up, yelling at Khali. Not sure if we want to know what she's saying. Now bringing Khali back up. Got the head hooked, arms hooked with it. It's got her up and double underhook backbreaker. And Khali went to start to make the tag and Jerrica cut her off really quick. And now Jerrica in the middle of the ring with a giant swing. You know, getting Khali a little dizzy it looks like. Now in for the cover herself. 1, 2, and Cassie breaks up the pin. Looks like her and Mad Cow trying to strike at each other and missing. Cassie finally throws Mad Cow over the ropes. But meanwhile, Jerrica brings Khali into the corner. Makes the tag with Melody. Got something in store here. As Melody brings her up in a Tower of Doom suplex. But it does give Khali enough time to make the tag to Cassie. But Cassie misses with that kick. Counters out of the waistlock. Goes for another kick and misses again. And a nice Kala slam there by Melody. Tags back in Jerrica. And yes, Mark, these 6 women will be in the Elimination Chamber at Caged Fury. Now Jericho's got Cassie hooked. Double underhook. And Cassie counters with a Hurricane Rana. It might have been that underhook backbreaker again, but Cassie fought out of it. Now kick to the gut. And a punch, and now Cassie has Jericho up. That neck breaker. And one. And only a 1 count. Now Cassie measuring Jericho. What has she got in store here? She's got her from behind. She's got her hooked. And there is that choke sleeper. Can Jericho hang on, or will Cassie put her out? No, and Jericho fights her way out of it. Into a cover. 1, 2. Jericho almost pulled off the, caught Cassie sleeping with that cover. Nice counter out of the chokehold. But Cassie back in control, sends Jericho to the corner. Now Cassie taking a little bit of a dance break here. Then gave Jericho time to fight out of it. But Cassie counters out again. Now Cassie sending Jericho to the ropes. Makes a tag into Jenna. Double team offense coming up. Sends Jericho off. Looks like a spear and a combination clothesline. But Jericho tried to get in and immediately caught by Jenna, taken over. And here we go again with the move of the ladies for the night. This time Jericho takes the ride. I don't think she's going to like where this one stops. With that triple powerbomb, center of the ring. And now Jenna going right to work on the leg. Got Jericho up. But Jericho quick with a kick to the face. You know, we saw last week Jericho likes to use that moonsault, so Jenna focusing on the legs. Making sure Jericho can't get any offense going, but Jericho with the counter. But countered again by Jenna. Now Jenna got the double underhook in. Has her up. Into a face buster, middle of the ring. And now she's stalking Jericho. Kick to the gut. Got the pump handle. Into that driver, in for a cover. 1, 2, and 3. As Jenna pins Jericho while Khali cut off Melody. Could that be a sign of things to come for Jericho in the Elimination Chamber? We will have to wait and see on that. Mark Caliber has the time at 13 minutes and 11 seconds. You know, good match by all 6 women. They actually worked together a lot better than I expected them to be honest. I expected a bit more backbiting here since these 6 women are competing for the title. So they definitely surprised me on that. But ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this match, Jenna Rage, Cassie Madam Red, and Khali Tirgovste. And that brings us to our main event. You know, just to kind of recap here, guys. As I was getting this put together, Frozen Rage said he was willing to put up his career and see if anyone was bad enough to put him out of the business. Now, I held 2 different events. The winners advanced to a ladder match. The winner of that ladder match was going to get the first shot. The winner of that match was Chance. So tonight, it's going to be the career of Frozen Rage on the line. Now, that being said, as we've seen already tonight, Brandon Cuevas has a bit of a stake in this match now, too. Because if Chance does not win and Frozen Rage continues, Brandon Cuevas has the next match. So who do you guys have out there in the chat? I see Jack Bayou's already going with Chance for the win. Goddess wishing Rage luck in the match. So who do you guys all have out here tonight? And here we go, folks. It is main event time. First off, on his way down to the ring, from the coldest, darkest depths of hell, putting his career on the line, Frozen Rage. So we will see if this is it for Rage or if he keeps going. Should be very interesting to see it all happen. Omar saying that Rage better win because he wants to see the match. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent tonight on his way down to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, the Las Vegas asshole, Chance Nightwalker. So we will see exactly, can Chance be the one? I mean, a lot of people know Frozen Rage has had a hell of a career in a lot of different places. But will Chance be the one to take the bragging rights? To say he was the man that put him on the shelf for good? Uh-oh, might have a little bit of a dissension out there in the chat between Jake and Goddess. Might have to monitor that. That could be interesting as all those Chance bucks are falling from the ceiling. Rage looks definitely ready. Chance loosening up. Here we go, folks. And right away, Rage comes across. Quick form, in for a cover, one. Rage tried to get the win and get out of there quick. Now Rage trying to stay on Chance here. Now going in for a quick submission, middle of the ring. Has it locked. Chance, though, looking to fight his way out. Knees to the back of the head and a punch to the jaw. Now Chance with that reverse elbow and a kick to the spine, trying to get some momentum going here. But right away, Rage cuts him off with that high knee lift. Now kick to the spine himself. But Chance rolls through and takes him down with that trip. And now Chance has him grapevined up and drives him face first into the mat. Now takes him over a backbreaker into the neckbreaker. Chance now trying to get some momentum rolling. In for a cover, one. And only a one count. Way too early in this match. I mean, Rage knows what's at stake here. But Chance counters out of that belly to back with cross body block. Telling Rage to get up. And puts him right to the floor and follows him out. Like I said, there are no countouts, no disqualifications. Now Chance just carrying him over, but took way too long now as Frozen elbows to the back of the head. Kick to the gut, but again, back up. And Chance sends him out and follows him over. We've got fighting in the audience. Now these two guys, quick European uppercut. And again, follows up with the knee to the breadbasket, staying on Rage. Just hammering away with those shots. Now, quick knee to the breadbasket. Rage retaliates. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a first here. Because for the first time in granted the limited history of Sacrifice, but for the first time in any of these hardcore styled matches, we got fighting out in the crowd. Of course, now Chance going back, bringing it back to the ring as soon as I say that. And now Chance right back after him, but Rage slides in and catches him, brings him up and just vertical suplex, but just tosses him aside. Now Rage just kind of measuring and stalking Chance here. And we got a bit of a stare down here. Come on now, guys. Oh, don't tell me this here, fellas. It's the main event. Don't tell me y'all are going to fuck around. Let me see here. Does that jumpstart them at all? No, it is not. God damn it, you two. God damn it, 2K. So here we go again. We're going to restart this, folks, because it's not ending that way. I do not think so. Here we go. Rage right away with that quick corkscrew elbow. Almost going right back to work with the two of these guys left off. Back and forth shots. This time, though, Chance takes Rage down face first with that famous style leg drop. Brings him up. Quick jabs. Backhand chop. Sending Rage into the corner. Follows it up with a quick clothesline. And a kick right across the chest. But as soon as he picks him up, Rage with a back body drop takes him over. Now Rage has gut wrench into a modified power bomb. But Chance comes up, fights out with a clothesline. And now Chance got him down. Has that camel clutch style maneuver on him. Rage ain't having that. Has him hooked. That vertical suplex toss. Now kick right to the ribs. And now Rage going for that submission hold. Can Chance hang on or get his feet to the ropes? And no, he is going to fight his way out of it. Knee to the back of the head, punch to the jaw. And went for the clothesline, but Rage kind of baited him in with that drop toe hold. And now choking him on the middle rope there. I said there is no disqualification in these matches. These two can choke each other out. One. Only a 1 count there. Rage trying for the quick cover. I said both these guys, there's been a little bit of talking over the shows back and forth between each other. You know, a little bit of animosity here, which we can kind of understand that with Rage. His career is on the line. Understand with Chance, he wants to make his name. But now Rage has him in the corner and just repeated shots with that top turnbuckle, making the people here count up to rocks. Now Rage, kick to the gut, has the double underhook, into that DDT, into the cover, 1, 2, and just barely a 2 count as Chance kicks out. Now Rage, he's measuring him up, he's firing it up. And a kick right to the jaw, into the cover, 1, 2, And again, Chance kicks out. Rage is a little beside himself on that. He kind of figured he had him there. Two huge high-impact moves. And again, right back to that submission hold. Rage knows what's on the line here. And as much as he talks about, not really caring either way, you can bet your bottom dollar he damn sure cares if his career is over or not. Now into that hammerlock belly-to-back suplex. And now wait, Chance with that power bomb, followed it up with an elbow drop. Chance now starting to feel his own momentum here. Measuring Rage up. Got him hooked, bringing him up. Vegas lights. Can that be enough? Down for the cover for the career. 1, 2, and at 2, Rage kicks out. Now Chance doing a little bit of celebrating here. Kind of puts Rage back down with that little stomp, and now clothesline, make it a pair. Ducks under Rage, comes back with that reverse thrust kick. Now pulling Rage back up. Went for the kick, gets caught, second time's a charm. And now Chance, he knows what's at stake now, pulling the turnbuckle pad off. Now punch to the face, series of shots, and Rage is bleeding now. And now Chance is measuring him up again. But this time Rage counters out. Kick to the gut on Chance, double underhook, and right back into that DDT for the cover. 1, 2, and Chance kicks out at 2. Rage thought he might have been able to pull that off. Now Rage, already busted open bleeding. Going to go back to work, but Chance counters with that leg sweep. Starting to pull Rage up, and Rage has a leg sweep of his own. These two guys already know what is at stake, and they are showing it here, fighting for it. Rage now hooks Chance's legs, pulls him up, drives him face first, and now Chance is busted open. So for the main event, we've got both men spilling their blood tonight. Now Chance counters out. Quick shot, hits that diving forearm, kip up. Now stomp on to Rage. And there it is, right there, middle of the ring. That camel clutch maneuver. Is Rage going to hold on? Robert Machette, welcome to the show. As Rage hits that complete shot, down for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Out of nowhere with that complete shot. Huge match by both gentlemen. Holy shit. Mark Caliber has the time at 5:57. And of course, granted, we had to do that restart. But Rage, out of nowhere, just when it looked like he was about to be done, with that complete shot, and his career will continue on. And as we've already known, at the next show, he will put his career on the line again against Brandon Cuevas in a last man standing match. But here tonight, after a hell of a bout, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Frozen Rage. Hell of a show here tonight by everybody that competed. Thank you everyone that has made the show. Whether you've watched it live here with me, whether you're going to catch it on the replay, I appreciate it. As I said earlier, if you've liked what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already a member, hit that subscribe button and that bell for notifications so you don't miss any time that we go on air. Thank you guys very much again for being here with me, spending this time supporting what I do, supporting each other out there in the chat, or trash talking each other. Either way to make the show better. I appreciate it. I know those of you that show up at other shows for these other promoters in the Digital Wrestling Syndicate, they appreciate it. And on that note, on behalf of the Digital Wrestling Syndicate, on behalf of myself and Sacrifice Championship Wrestling, thank you guys very much. If I don't see you beforehand, have a good New Year, be safe. We will see everybody back as soon as possible. And on that note, everyone, peace out. And in just a moment, as soon as this thing works, am out of here.